Hello TL travelers, and welcome back to the TL Travel YouTube channel. If you are new here, you might not know that we have been doing a little bit of outdoor adventuring lately, as well as sharing some important updates about travel for Canadian travelers, vaccine mandates, and all of that fun stuff. So in my last video, I talked a little bit about the reopening of the Canada-US land border and answered some of the questions that you guys had about that. And today I'm going to be doing the same thing, but we are talking domestic travel in Canada, because here in Canada, the Canadian government did announce a vaccine mandate for federally regulated travel here in Canada, mostly by air and train, or that's what I'm going to talk about today, although there are some other restrictions. So I'll be sure to leave all of my information in the description down below so that you can take a look for yourself. And I will also be leaving some updates if things change in the meantime in the description or in pinned comments. So if you have any questions, be sure to leave them down below. I myself am a travel consultant, but I do not specialize in travel within Canada. I actually specialize in travel in Southeast Asia. So this is all just information that I have gathered as we've gone along. This is not like a professional advice thing. This is just me answering some questions that you guys might have and providing some resources for you to check out for yourself. So all of that said, this mandate actually came into effect on October 30th, but there was a bit of a buffer given for travelers who weren't vaccinated or were planning on getting vaccinated but hadn't been vaccinated yet. So up until the 30th of this month, November, there was a 30-day window that allowed travelers to continue with their travels if they were able to present a negative PCR test within 72 hours. And that also allowed people who had been planning on getting vaccinated to do so, or if you are not getting vaccinated at all, but you did have travel booked, that still allowed you to take that vacation or, gave you some options. So if travel interests you, or these are the type of updates that interest you, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And let's just jump into the top 4 questions that I have been getting asked over and over again about the vaccine mandate and the federally mandated travel restrictions here in Canada. So just like with the US-Canada land border video, the first question that I'm going to answer is what is considered fully vaccinated, because there has been a lot of information and misinformation shared about that. So in order to be considered fully vaccinated, you need to have received 2 doses of a 2-dose vaccine or a single dose of a single-dose vaccine outside of 14 days before you travel. So that means that if you received your second dose of a 2-dose vaccine 5 days ago, no bueno, it needs to be 14 days or more. And if you received a mix of 2, because that is a thing that we were doing here in Canada, that's fair, that counts. So you are considered fully vaccinated even if you do have mixed doses. The second question is, who is exempt? Now, this is a question that we didn't really touch on in my previous video, but within Canada, there are going to be some exemptions. They are not going to be the easiest to obtain, and they will be reserved for people who are unable to get vaccinated for medical reasons, legitimate medical reasons, and then also to people who are traveling for emergencies. That type of things may be able to take advantage of an exemption. And then obviously for the time being, or at the time that I'm filming this video, travelers under the age of 12 who are unable to get vaccinated are exempt from the vaccine mandate. Now that of course will change, or probably will change, as the vaccine rollout begins for children under 12, but at the moment, that is how the exemption rules will roll out. And I will also be sure to leave a link for the exemption information in the description down below so that you can check that out for yourself. Now, the third question that I've gotten quite a few times has to do with interprovincial travel by car. So there were some questions about, restriction of movement and things like that, and whether or not you would still be able to, what's to stop you from getting in your car and drive to another province or drive to somewhere that you would normally fly. Nothing. Nothing is stopping you from doing that. This is just for federally regulated travel. So that would be if you were taking a flight, or if you wanted to take the Rocky Mountaineer train, things like that, you are required to be vaccinated. But if you want to go on a big old road trip, there's nothing that they're doing to stop you from doing that. It is obviously advised that you are aware of any COVID-related mandates and things like that in the places that you're going, and that you do still practice social distancing and wearing your mask where those requirements are in place. But other than that, enjoy your road trip. And then the fourth question that I have received is about whether or not, so okay, if we are required to be vaccinated to fly within Canada, what about international travel, international flights? And yes, this does apply for anybody who is flying, whether you are flying in Canada or leaving Canada on a commercial airline. You are required to be able to show proof of vaccination, or of course, if you are eligible for an exemption, your exemption in order to travel. Now again, things during COVID, the last 2 years, all of these types of things change on a dime. Information changes so quickly, things get updated as more information comes about. So even by the time that I post this, things could change. So again, I am going to leave any updates that there may be in the description down below so that you can check those out. If you are aware of any updates that have been made in regards to the information that I've shared today, feel free to leave those respectfully in the comments down below so that this can be a safe space for travelers, vaccinated or not, to receive the information that is needed to travel and travel safely. But as for this update, that is going to be it for me for today. So if you have not already, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I post new travel and travel related content every single Sunday, and hopefully have some big adventures coming your way here pretty soon. So I can't wait to share those with you guys. And until I see you guys in the next video, stay great, travel safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.